She used the HOA rules against me, so I rewrote the rules entirely. I fell in love with my house the second I saw it. A crooked little craftsman bungalow with a bright blue door and ivy that curled up the porch like a secret. Tucked at the edge of a cookie-cutter suburb, it looked like it had fallen out of a fairy tale and landed in the wrong neighborhood. Inside the mailbox was a faded note from the previous owner. Please love this place like we did. I promised I would. The only red flag. The realtor mentioned the neighborhood had just started an HOA. They're enthusiastic, she said. I didn't know how bad it was until Karen arrived. And yes, her actual name was Karen. Clipboard always in hand, smile tighter than a zip tie. She was the newly self-appointed queen of the HOA. She showed up 2 days after I moved in to inform me my fence was 2 inches too high. A week later, it was my vintage porch light, then the color of my door, the flower beds, even my hummingbird feeder. It could attract pests, she sneered, and we have enough of those around here. I tried to be polite, explained the house was nearly a century old, and I was trying to preserve its original charm. She smiled and said, we all make sacrifices for the neighborhood's image. Then I got fined $150 for non-regulation curtain color. I cried, not from the fine, but from feeling like I no longer belonged in the place I loved. That's when everything changed. Digging through a dusty box the previous owner left in the attic, I found gold, blueprints, old clippings, and love letters from the original builder, who happened to be the town's first black architect and a decorated war veteran. He'd built the house by hand for his wife. It was more than charming. It was historic. I tracked down his granddaughter through a genealogy group and filed a petition with the city. Months passed. Karen kept circling like a hawk, but then it came. Official landmark status. My home was now a protected historical property. HOA rules no longer applied. Any changes needed city review. Karen was livid. 2 weeks later, I came home to find a landscaping crew trying to chop down the cherry tree in my front yard, an original planting from when the house was built. I stopped them immediately. They said the HOA president sent us. I smiled, showed them the landmark certificate. They packed up and left. Karen stormed over, waving some fake cease and desist, shouting about community safety. I handed her a copy of the designation and said, take it up with the city. Next time she filed a complaint, the city told her she'd need a 29-page form, a public hearing, and a 6-month review process. This morning, I sat on my porch, sipping coffee beneath that cherry tree, and waved as she walked by. She didn't wave back.